making a phone ring on the other side of the world, it used to feel like pure magic. Now, I mean, it's just a utility.
Yeah, it's exactly like turning on the tap.
Right, you expect water to come out, and you certainly aren't going to pay a premium for it. And for regional UCaaS providers, the companies selling that unified communications infrastructure, well, that race to the bottom is a terrifying place to be.
Oh, absolutely terrifying.
So today, we're taking a deep dive into how these providers are escaping this commodity trap, and the answer relies entirely on leveraging third-party AI developers.
Okay, let's unpack this, because for a long time, the pitch was all about the plumbing, right?
It was entirely about the plumbing, yeah. Regional providers, they just fought over uptime guarantees or who had the most efficient audio compression codecs.
Which nobody really cares about anymore.
Exactly. Communication features are table stakes now. Buyers don't care about the pipe, they care about what flows through it. The new battlefield is really the conversation layer itself.
Meaning what is actually being said inside those calls, chats, and tickets. Right, so instead of selling phone lines, they have to sell an outcome. They tell a business, hey, we will deflect 60% of your Tier 1 support tickets.
Wait, but selling an advanced AI-driven outcome, that sounds like a massive Silicon Valley game?
Oh, completely.
Regional telecom operators don't usually have hordes of machine learning engineers on payroll. So how on earth do they build that without bankrupting themselves on R&D?
Well, the secret is that they aren't building it. That exact lack of in-house engineering is why third-party AI developers have become the linchpin for survival in this space.
Ah, so they lean on external partnerships.
Right. They use white label partnerships with dedicated AI firms. The developer handles all the heavy lifting, neural networks, the deployment playbooks, the constant tuning.
So the telecom provider gets to keep their brand identity and that local trust they've spent decades building, but they're basically putting a third-party AI engine under their own hood.
Yeah, and what's fascinating here is that this isn't a new muscle for them to flex.
How do you mean?
Well, regional operators are already used to buying the underlying call routing software, like their SAW switches, and just slapping their own logo on it.
Oh, right. That makes total sense.
So partnering with an AI developer to white label a virtual agent is a seamless extension of how they already do business. The AI developer brings the specialized engineering, and the telecom provider brings the captive audience.
Okay, that totally solves the R&D problem. But I mean, if everyone is just renting AI from a third party and white labeling it, aren't we right back in the commodity trap?
That is a very fair question.
Because a competitor could just walk in next year with the exact same AI engine and undercut you on price.
They absolutely would if they were just handing over a generic chatbot. But the real value these third-party developers provide is what they call knowledge operations.
Knowledge operations. Okay, what does that actually look like?
Basically, they don't just plug the AI into the wall and walk away. They build a secure, walled garden where the AI is trained exclusively on the client's proprietary data.
So it's not hallucinating policies from, the wider internet.
No, exactly. It's strictly pulling from the client's own vetted Zendesk articles, or maybe their specific Salesforce records.
And the third-party developers manage that integration.
Yeah, they bring vertical-specific playbooks to make this safe and highly tailored. They know exactly how to structure the data for a local medical clinic versus, say, a regional law firm.
Wow, that is really specific.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it completely flips the concept of switching costs.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Right. Think about the last time you tried to change software at your own job. It's always a nightmare.
It really is.
Now imagine trying to switch telecom providers after an AI has spent 2 years learning the incredibly specific quirks of how your business operates.
Here's where it gets really interesting. The third-party developer takes a generic AI model and essentially turns the customer's own operational data into the ultimate anti-commodity moat.
That is the grand transformation here. By leveraging those third-party AI developers, a UCaaS provider stops being a pure infrastructure vendor who just gets squeezed on price every renewal cycle.
Right. They become a highly valued strategic technology partner deeply embedded in the client's daily operations.
Exactly.
So what does this all mean? It's a reminder that in a world absolutely overflowing with generic tech tools, curated knowledge is king.
Very true. The utility tap is fine, but the filter that makes the water perfect for your specific needs is what actually holds the value.
Which leaves us with a final thought to ponder. As these third-party AI agents seamlessly absorb all this Tier 1 support based on the tribal knowledge of senior staff, what happens a decade from now when those human veterans retire?
That is a wild thing to think about.
Right. If the AI holds all the institutional memory, will the AI end up training the next generation of humans? Keep that in mind next time you're talking to a support bot.